Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Crafter, where we desperately need to get some water in us. Game's freaking out at me. Wow, look at this. Almost a 10 million on the terraformation index. Or whatever the I stands for. But, yeah. We are finally... Look at this grass. We should probably make more of those, to be honest, but I think before we do anything else, it's time to get in our rover and go for a drive. Now there is those sort of like little bridges across there. God, what a racket this thing makes. I don't know that this is actually any faster than me walking or using the jetpack. Doesn't really feel like it is. Oh my god, look at all the aluminum from here. We should take some out, because I don't want the machine to not be running. We'll just stick this stuff in the back for now. Makes such a weird sound. It sounds like it's about to like stall or something. Oh, whoops. Went to right click to move stuff. Playing too many different games, different controls. Okay, so there was nothing in this one. We can head on down. Oh god, that red. I think we got the chest out of there. Oh, we did, but we didn't get the solar panels. Deconstruct that one. And that one. And there's nothing else in here to deconstruct, I think. No, don't deconstruct the rover, please, dear God. Construct that one, and then I think it's just this chest here. Okay, so just throw a bunch of this stuff in there. Okay, and already the inventory is mostly full. That's okay. Lots of iridium in the cave here. Whoa. Some osmium and sulfur. We're gonna want osmium and sulfur first. Get whatever we can of these ones. Oh, we've got to get a decent bit of space. Right, and all of this. Okay, let's... I think it's just this bit of sulfur left. Oxygen level low. Alright, alright. And then we're just waiting on that. So, I think we can take all of this. New blueprint received biolabs. Ooh, that'll be cool. And then yeah, we can get some iridium too. Might as well take some of this. And that should be full inventory. I think that's everything that's in here at the moment, until more unlocks. Is there anything up this way that we can go? Oh yeah, it does go up this way a bit. God. Oh, this is down here, down on this side. That makes sense, actually. Oh, huh. And this container has a bunch of stuff in it. Nothing that we need right now. Can we drive this in water? Or will that destroy it? Oh, we're risking everything here by going into the water. But I feel like it's fine. please. Imagine if it was destroyed and we lost everything. That would be very sad. Okay, so I think that's a much faster way to go to that cave, to be honest. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to collect. Because we have everything that's in our inventory and in the rover, but then we also have both the mines to go to. Let's go here. The osmium and the sulfur. No, don't rename it. Don't rename it. There. Yeah, all of these as well. You know what? We might throw this in with the rare metals for now, I guess. No, we can put it in the miscellaneous. Wow. I mean, got like everything in there. Iron. Not the water. Probably don't need that in there. Let's eat the squash. Titanium. Not that. Okay. Now let's unload Rover first. Okay. And our backpack is big enough now that we can just take the full thing, which is nice. Iron, magnesium, cobalt, a little bit of silicon, and lots of aluminum. Oh, we're gonna need more lockers. You know, I said that we can store so much stuff in these lockers, and we can, but now we just have so much stuff. So much. Oh, right, and we shouldn't be taking everything. We want to leave some oxygen capsules in there, you know, for safekeeping. Take everything from this one, and then we'll go quickly collect from the aluminum mine. Yeah, so this one really is just everything. I mean, there is a lot of iron, but also look at all the magnesium. Only one cobalt, but that's better than nothing. Some silicon. Don't drop it. And one titanium. So it's like majority iron, but we do get other stuff. I think we'll just rock it over to this one. I imagine if we get vehicle upgrades, they might be faster. Although also we'll get upgrades for this too. Because I mean, the rocket says what the propulsion speed is. If there was never an upgrade to this jetpack, then I don't think it would say what the propulsion speed is. And same thing with like the agility boots and our sprinting. You know, we know that there's other upgrades available. So we have the osmium, we have sulfur, we found both. The only other thing we need to find is that taller whitish one. What's it, zeolite, I think? And my guess is going to be up north near the icy stuff. Okay, now we've got a bit of a stash going. So, what are the things that we want to build? Is there anything over here for us to make? I guess we could make the blueprint pinning one. We should make that. We should. Just to see what's up with that. Can't make the agility boots until we figure out what explosive powder is made from. And we definitely don't have a methane cartridge or the zeolite, but we can make the tier 1 blueprint pinning. We just need a super alloy. No messages, right? So super... that's it. And then it's just build stuff. The water collector we can and should build. An algae generator we can do. Place on a water surface, we can do that. You know what, we should probably expand our home at some point. Hydration level low. Okay, calm down, calm down. Alright, let's Let's make some super alloy. Super alloy made. Now, what were the other things we needed for this? 1 osmium, 2 cobalt, and a magnesium. Interesting. I'm interested to see what the blueprint pinning is. Like, what does this do? How does this work? Okay. On blueprint, we can right-click to pin it. So it's pinned up. Does this mean... I just click it and it's gone. So I can't make it. so to be clear, I can... It just right-clicks so that I can keep it at the top of my screen. So it's just easier for building stuff. I do think that's a useful feature, to be clear. I do think that's helpful. But also... Is that worth the pain? I mean, I guess it will be. I guess... Well, yeah, actually, looking at this, like, looking at how many things are involved in here, you know, in just this biomass one, and maybe there'll be other things that we unlock further on, too. I guess it does actually make a lot of sense that you'd want to be able to pin stuff. Oh, inventory increase for the vehicle. That's going to be good. Okay, so then what do we want to build out here? We do want to build this, so yeah, let's do that. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. I can pin it like that. And it is actually, in fairness, quite useful to just see that and do that. Let's go build this, and then how big is this? I feel like it's gonna be, yeah. I feel like it's gonna be pretty big. Let's build it over near the bio lab here. Open it. Oh, and this should just collect water. So we don't have to make any. Yeah, because we're probably gonna run out of ice at some point. I would guess. Okay, we have that. The shredder we can't make. The recycling machine we could make, but I don't think we need to just yet. A bio lab. That we definitely want to make. We should make some big living compartments too. We're gonna need just more super alloys, so why don't we just get ourselves set to make a bunch of those. It takes 2 super alloys to make a big living compartment. That feels crazy. Does that not feel crazy? And 3 titanium, 3 iron. But I guess if we compare it to that, 4 of those living compartments would be 4 titanium, 8 iron. That's true. We could make that one soon. Because we can always just make more of stuff, like more drills are good, more solar panels and other stuff are good, more vegetubes might be good, but I'd like to make the stuff that we haven't made if we can. All right, let's get a bunch of iron and titanium then. So what is... I can't build it there. But we can. Wait, it was there for a sec? How does that work? We're also going to need more... We should be putting more doors on this place. Is it connected to anything? Oh, it's connected back here, right. Ooh, it is big. It is quite big and nice. It'd be much easier to lay out loads of shelves over here. the lockers, the storage lockers. Although also, should we be looking to remake this if we do still need to get to higher ground? I don't know if we do though. I feel like we don't. Like, our next... We're almost at lakes, I think, aren't we? Or no, we're on the way to lakes? No, but see, there's still a lot of room for that to rise. I think this will be a lake, but I don't think we have to worry about up here flooding yet. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what the planet will look like. You know what? We can't live in fear like that. We have to just try. What I want to know is, can we get rid of... Oh no, but we don't need to get rid of those things, do we? That's why we have foundations, so that we can build above this stuff. Right? Isn't it? You know what? Let's try building it above. How much? That wouldn't quite be above. That would. So, let's see. We're gonna run out of iron here soon. Yeah. Over to the mine. Do we have anything? Or ore extractor? Well, we'll take all of that. I think we've redesigned the home on top of this. And then even if it does start to flood up here, at least we'll also have some advanced warning. Okay, there's those two. Because I don't mind the smaller ones at all, like the smaller units. But when we're trying to put a bunch of stuff around, like a bunch of those, or make like a room with loads of greenery in it, there's not a lot of space. In the bigger one too, we can actually put stuff in the middle rather than pasting everything against the walls. So we're out of iron, pretty much. Let's do it. Oh, right. I forgot. These squares are not a one-to-one match. Does this work? We're hanging off the front here. I can't put them in the stairs. Or can I? I can put them in the ground. So we can do it like that. I mean, it's... Oh, no. Shouldn't do it like that. That's not even close to connected. That's basically connected, right? If we do... Oh, we don't have any iron. Remember all this time saying, oh, we don't need iron. We've got so much iron. Now look at us. No iron available. How much does the door take? Just one. I just want to see. Let's just have a look and see what it's like. Okay, so let's center the stairs off of the door. Obviously. Centered. Well, the problem is, if we build them this way, and we can't see, how close or away they are. You know what? I guess that's okay. We're kind of missing the railing up at the top bit, but it's all right. Hydration level's low. What does this take? Let's try making a biolab next to it. Let's see how that goes. What do we need for the biolab? Pin it! Pin the recipe! Osmium and the aluminum. That would be all the osmium that we have left at the moment. So we could use this to build a biolab, or we could use this to build a... Can we build this not on top, but linked to the side here? Is this an option? Yes, look at that. And it's got windows and everything. Built-in windows. Now this is cool. What? Ah, here we are. Craft. Oh! Fertilizer, tier 2 fertilizer, explosive powder, mutagen. We can make the bioplastic nuggets out of mushrooms, silicon. Okay. You know what else we gotta do? Okay, we gotta see... Oh my god, there's so much. So many things. No iron available. That's fine. We should see if planting... If we make these things in like the biolab or the biodome or something, or if we can make them in there, do they have bonuses? Beans are great and all. But wait, didn't we have a mushroom seed? Yeah, let's take one of these beans out and replace it with mushroom. And yes, I know my hydration is dying. You know, we really should probably get some more ice before we totally run out of ice. I mean, we won't, I don't think we'll totally run out of ice on the planet. We'll just then have to go on expeditions looking for ice. Wow. Yeah, look at the water going up there. That's our only real lake area so far. And you know what? Thinking back on it, it might have... They might have sent that message of like, don't go in the lower ground, just because they probably knew that you'd build your starting base like right near where that started, or in this little area. And that's, you know, not the best. Okay, well... Yeah, you know what? Let's take a vegetube. This one has... Show me see. Let's take that. $250 from that. Let's take some Nulna and see if we can make these in the biolab, which part of me feels like maybe we can't. Oh, we can. Does it... Do they do any better in here, or... I don't know, it does 3.6. No, I don't think it does any better. I think it just looks like it might be nice in here. We can plant them in here, that's something. What about this one? Probably doesn't do anything in here either. Yeah. Okay, so it makes no difference if you actually plant stuff in these or not, but... Mutagen, bacteria sample. Oh, we can get that off of algae and water. And bacteria sample, methane cartridge, and sulfur. Mutagenic DNA. Use it in the DNA manipulator. This stuff gets crazy complex. Okay, but you know what? I do immediately like the bigger space better. Of course I do. Why would I not? I do like the windows of this one too. So you know what? It did go like right up to the edge of that. So we build more foundations off on this side. We build another one up here, and then another one straight up. This one, and maybe we'll build another one over here. It might block off some of the windows of the biolab. You know what, actually, biolab should be second level. That's what we should do. What do we need to build ladder? Just iron and cobalt. No, don't. I probably can't build it around me, can I? Because I'm in the way. There we go. Now we just need a cobalt. We'll build up a little ladder. I know that we'll just get rid of the flour for now. You're okay. I just figure if that if they have the windows around, you know, let's put it up top and then we can have the windows and keep them. Biolab. Okay, so we can actually pretty easily make explosive powder. So what were the other things that we needed it for? We needed it for the tier 3 agility legs. There's so many things to focus on and build and do. Tier 3 agility boots, which we could get with that explosive powder. But also we could get... What was it that we needed? The flower spreader. Actually, but I think what we should make is the algae generator, because seeing all those things that could be made with algae, I feel like algae generator is the way. And that we can make water with the ice that we have. We don't need the silicon. Oh, we do need another super alloy though, so we're gonna need that and that. That goes in there. That, another magnesium. We're out of iron. We go check on our ore processor. No, we'll take it all. Why would we not take it all? We gotta go check on the aluminum mine, though. I think that one's probably getting close. Oh, and we need a bioplastic nugget. We can do that. And now we have everything. I think we go down and we put one right in this lake. Right down here. Look at this blue water. It's so vibrant. The water level is still rising. Does that matter? Will it float with the water as the water level rises? I wonder. So this takes a bit of power, 13 kilowatts of energy, but the plant plus 0.8 grams of plant growth, speed 0.75, and a lot of oxygen, 127. All right, I think we need to go back to collecting some more resources. We're pretty low, so we have that. We could make that one as cool. Oh, you know what we need to make? We need to make a bigger nuclear reactor for more power. We have those three, so we could take just those three for uranium rods. What's the power generation like? 331 for 86. So three of those is what? 255 roughly. So just converting the three of them into one of those wouldn't be that big a change. Although we would get some super alloys back. Like 6 super alloys back, which is kind of nice. Just need to make the explosive powder. More of that. Okay. What's up next? 17.5. And we're 24% of the way there. Nothing much to make over there. Okay, you know what? Let's posit some stuff here. I was really hoping with the recipe pinning that it would let you like craft something, you know, when you're far away. That I feel like that would be super cool. Maybe that's something that you can do at some point, but not yet. Not as of yet. Ooh, let's go see if our water collector got anything. Oh, it's full. Okay. So it actually goes much faster than I thought. I don't know where to put this. Guess one in there. We'll store the other where the ice goes, I guess. All right. Let's go check on the aluminum mine. I'm going to take everything from that and pull it back. And then I think we can go on an expedition with the rover. Should we go? It's a question of where to go. I think we should try and go up either back to the big wreckage and collect more of what's up there, or I think we could go up past it and towards the north, like icy bits, and see if we can find that other ore, that zeolite. I think either of those plans are good ones. Take all of that too, just to leave them both empty, so that they can dig as much as they can. Lots of aluminum, actually. Really good. And it is mostly iron, which, as it turns out, is a really good thing, because we need lots of iron for everything. But especially base building, iron's super important. Okay, so let's go. Let's go down this way. It's too bad I don't have like a boost button on this thing. Send it flying over the hills here. There's also, I mean, there are all those like canyons and stuff to explore through the rock there, which may or may not, you know, have something. Whoa! Cloud of yellow. I think let's go up this way and explore. I see all the big ice up there. Let's also keep our eyes peeled on the ground for any new ores or anything. And anything that we see in any of these places. Just seems to be the same old stuff, mostly. I don't know if we can make it up that hill. So we'll have to take a longer route. Is this just ice down there? Looks like ice. Ooh, there is stuff. I knew I saw something. Whoa. Silicon, osmium. Not silicon, that was sulfur, right? Sulfur. Sulfur and osmium. So it could be that zeolite is also just something that's hidden behind more ice, and we just have to wait longer for it to melt. Like until we hit the next, melts at 15. We're at almost at 15 in the transformation index, but we're not at 15 necessarily in heat. Okay, so we'll leave that. It's a little cave. Man, and that's just, could easily have never seen that. So I just wonder how many of these are around and how many of these things we can find. But up here, there's lots of ice. So I think maybe we should try and collect a decent bit of ice while we're up here. Because a lot of the things... Oh, now that's a canyon. First of all, let's also see. Dump all my stuff in there except for that. Well, that's just cobalt. Look at that. But that definitely goes down underground some, doesn't it? Or does it just come out on the other side here or something? Water here. It's just ice. Oxygen low. I see that. Is that aluminum as well? There doesn't seem to be anything special in this cave thus far. But there is a chest there, which is neat. Just some aluminum. But we're actually getting a decent bit of that now. Oh boy. It would be so easy to get lost in here, I think. Lots of aluminum and other stuff around. Uranium, superalloy, all good stuff. Oh wait, I gotta deconstruct these things so that I know that we've been here and seen them before. Don't get confused when I come back out much later. I don't see anything new. But maybe it's just not in this cave. It's just aluminum, right? Yeah. Oh. It's starting to get frosty though. I don't like that. Does this just mean that there's a sandstorm above? Oh, it might. It might mean that. Or the meteor shower? No, I think it's just like sandstorm stuff. I don't know if a sandstorm is actually what it is or what it's supposed to be or feel like, but it seems like a sandstorm to me. Okay. Let's deposit the junk. Let's take one of those back with us. I guess we'll take that too. Okay, so we have some stuff. Let's get in. Let's hopefully not get our rover to a place where it's stuck. But I want to go further up. God, it's hard to see in this with this color gradient. Now this is just empty. What's back here? What is this? Can be destroyed with explosives. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so I do feel fairly confident that we've answered the question of is the zeolite just hidden up away somewhere in the icy north? And I think the answer to that is a resounding no. Hey, we just found fertilizer just in there. Blueprint. Love a blueprint. Tusca seed is great. The rest of the stuff is I'm kind of okay leaving. We are going to have to head back before too long here. Okay, oxygen. And by before too long, I mean like right now. Ooh! Can we get back? Well, we can't get this way. Even if we drive up, I don't know that we can get around for a long way. I think we just go back that way, which is pretty close to the way we came. There's another chest just over there, though. I just saw. Nice. Glad we stopped over. There is still, yeah, one oxygen capsule in there. Another chest up this way. I mean, I'll want to come back to all these chests and, you know, grab anything else out of them. Ooh, but see, this is why we gotta stop. Uranium rod, 2 superalloy. Ah, great stuff. Great stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can still go further up, and maybe there's zeolite further up above. But I'm not seeing it. Good God, look at all this stuff. Well, why don't we just take all of that? Hydration low? Yeah, we'll be okay. It's not that low. Okay. Wow, look at that. That ship's like... It just looks like it's all rocket engines. Which I know it's not. I mean, the... Well... No, I think the big middle compartment... Oh my God. So that was just us clipping through the hill there for a second? I thought we'd just driven off a cliff. Dear God. Alright, time to drive back home. It's basically a Fast and Furious movie. Look at us go. Oh yeah, I think we drove around this one. Yeah, into this little... into the desert region. Yeah, I will say, I think... Well, I mean, traveling in the rover is certainly not slow by any means, but I think jetpacking might be slightly faster. At the very least, the jetpack is the same. This is not faster than the jetpack for sure. Or doesn't seem to be. Maybe it's because we're zoomed out more, it's harder to tell. Let's just quickly go inside to make sure we're not going to suffocate. We drink some water to make everybody feel better. Okay. And then let's drive this thing right around. Let's not hit a nuclear reactor with our car or the laser drills. We'll park it on the grass. First things first. Blueprint. Map information rocket. Interesting. Huh. So the satellite, this... I wonder what that is then, the map information rocket. I'm very intrigued by that. Oh, and actually thinking of the rockets just made me did make me think that would actually be super useful for the blueprint pinning, because we can't see them from the menus out here. Oh my God, I need blue lockers. There's just way too much. It's too much. Okay, that and that. And lots of ice. Silicon. Bit of iron. And then it's all just... Ugh. We're gonna need a full locker just for aluminum, which is a good thing, by the way. Let's not mistake that into thinking it's not a good thing. It's a great thing to have so much. But also, now I just need to remake everything again. Not remake, just add more. It's a good problem to have, okay? We can all agree on that. It's a good problem to have. Can we fit it all in the inventory? Oh, I should have put away the flowers, and then we could fit it all. Nice. That's completely full. Yeah, you know what? We need just a ton of iron. We need to go over to where we're building the larger home there, and just all of this stuff is what I consider in the rare metals category, although aluminum's a little less rare to us now. Actually, none of this stuff is rare really, except the osmium. Even the sulfur, look at how much of it we have. Okay, let's take those. For now, we're just gonna build one locker in here. What am I doing? I'm super confused. Here we go. My scattered brain. No. Let's put it this way. Let's throw everything in. For now. I want to check on the mines with the ore processors. They're mines. Ore extractors. It's not processors, it's an extractor. I guess ore extractor makes more sense than ore processor. Because that's what I was going to say. I was like, ore processor doesn't make any sense. Well, that's not what they're called, so yeah. It doesn't make much sense. They are trucking along. Definitely getting some stuff for us. We need more iron, though. Oh boy, we need more. Okay, what, let's go back, let's pin that again. Iron, titanium, and we have super alloy here. I wish that, obviously I can't deconstruct it because the inventory is still full. I wish that there was a way to move an item. Like, there's no way to move it, which is too bad. I wish there was a way to do that, but it's all right. That, some titanium, and yeah, I guess we'll grab what iron we have, and maybe we should go grab some of the super alloys too. Build a couple more big compartments. Chain to, yeah, right there. I like that. Well, and we can almost make one more if we had one more titanium. But look at this. This alone is huge. And we can set it up in a few different ways. We can have like one that's just dedicated to green stuff, although we do have the biolab and the biodome. But I think it would be best to just, yeah, make like a whole room dedicated to lockers here. I should have just chained that. Just throw all the stuff in and begin transferring it over. Actually, what I should do is I should get what I need to make a door and put a door on the back, and then we can move some stuff over. I think I always like building stuff in one base, but I think especially with the modular ones, probably lots of people like to have like different sections. Like we'd have a little building over there, and this little building could be over here. This could be like our command center one, and then we could have like a little, I don't know, plants building, a little living habitat sort of thing. We could do all of that, but you know what? I like having things connected here. Well, let's take magnesium too. Not much of that. We can almost take the titanium. Wait, what goes into a door? Silicon? And just deconstruct that. Get out of the way! What do you mean inventory's full? There we go. Now locker time. You can get a few in there. Alright, let's go. Iron. Titanium. Magnesium. Cobalt. Vehicle inventory increase. Massive. We have all the magnesium here. Titanium, we can put in what little bit we have. The rest of the stuff is still miscellaneous for now. Iron. Let's make another one then. Cobalt. What are the other ones? What am I missing? Silicon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then next to that should probably be aluminum. That's our other metal. And then those 6 metals go into the super alloy. And then we can have one just dedicated to ice. Although, well, we might not need that forever, but we can do ice/water. I suppose. Silicon. Cobalt. Titanium over here. Magnesium. Warning, food level low. Okay, and now we're not going to put any more along that back wall. What we're going to do is put them instead, we can put some along the center line here. Oh, we don't have enough iron. Silicon, that can be aluminum. Aluminium. Depending on where you're from and how you say it. But I think aluminium is more fun. Because why would you not say it like that? Let's take these out. This one. And we're actually probably getting to the point where we need one just for iridium, one just for uranium. Maybe not quite, but I think we're pretty soon gonna... Well, no, actually, already, if we pull over the stuff from the other locker, even without the aluminum, we'll have sulfur, osmium, uranium, iridium. We're going to have too much to put them all in one. Aluminum. You know what? So maybe we won't fully deconstruct this one just yet. You know? Kind of like... Maybe we could maybe take off this back one and put this door up here. And then we can still have the original little space over here. We can maybe take off the one on the end. Oh yeah, see, look at all the stuff we have here. Let's throw the titanium over there, just so we have all the aluminum with us. Oh, we should drink one of these. And then we can take that titanium back. And we should eat some... Dude, we got beans in there? Beans, perfect. Alright, now. Oh wow, you can put them with their backs into each other. But we don't need that. It can be slightly further out. There we go. A perfectly symmetrical, even center line. Let's do on this one, let's do... Well, maybe it should be on this side. I don't know. Ice/water. Silicon over here. Titanium. Aluminum. Now aluminum is one of our most plentiful resources. We used to be so low on it. Yeah, we're gonna need multiple ones, I think, for the rarer stuff. And then we need to be planting more of these flowers. We can't have that many just sitting around. Oh, I bet you the flower spreader. I bet you that will allow us to put at least one flower in it, but maybe a couple different kinds of flowers. All right. Well, we can take this one out of here because we want to put it over here. Do I have... I do have enough. Let's make another locker. Right next to it. This will be iridium. This will be uranium. Oh, and sulfur. Yeah, we can take that stuff and put them where they belong. Put the uranium rod there too. Nope, deconstruct it. There we go. Let's make this one. This one can be sulfur / other for now. And we can put the sulfur and also the osmium and the superalloy. Just for now. Silicon over there. Ice and water over here. And then we keep the fertilizer in the oxygen capsule. I like that. You know what? Let's go. We need more lockers. So we need more iron. More iron. Okay, we got a bit. I want to make one just for fabric. I want to make one just for food. Are these not perfect? They aren't perfectly in line. This one could be one closer. Okay. It has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. Now at least it looks pretty, you know? We're getting into a bigger space now. It might as well look pretty. Ice and water. And then this can just be food, I guess. And then we can have one that's seeds. Yeah, because those are going to have to be two separate things. And then we'll need one that's flowers as well. Food and miscellaneous. Okay, but I don't want to transfer these though until we have more. Until we have more whatever you want to call it. More iron. That's the word I'm looking for. You know what? Let's go look at, while we're at it, even though I'm jumping around with different things here, but that's what I always do. Come on. Inventory increase. Just silicon, fabric, and superalloy? That's so easy to make. I wonder how much it increases the inventory. Let's try it. Let's make it. 1 superalloy, 1 silicon, and 1 fabric. Okay, let's. I was gonna say we should bring it over, but we can just call it over. We can have it transferred in. Let's craft that. Okay, so inventory right now is 5 by 6. So we've got 30. Add that. Oh, we've got another little one on top. Whoa. Whoa. That's a massive increase. Now we're 8 by 6. It added 18 slots. Wow. Which, by the way, 18 slots is most of our inventory space. It's like, oof, more than half of our inventory. That's incredible. So now when we go out with that thing, we can really store a lot of stuff before we're coming back in. Okay, I like this. Here's the vision that I have. We can make this full room like locker storage, make it out to the front here. Maybe not all the way to the end. Like we'll only do maybe one more locker over here. Maybe two. We might do two. We could do two more on that side, and then we have three more on this side, and then we can do this wall as well if we want. And then we've got lockers. Lots and lots of locker storage. We could put another one on the end though. We could put another one there. But in this room, this main room will be our command deck. So this is where we can put screens and other stuff, the entryway. This one over here, we could put all the heating stuff that we couldn't put outside. We can put in there. Generator room. Oh yeah, we can take that one away now. Actually, we can take both of those away. Oh, and we were on the outside. That gives us back some iron. Just a bit. All of this stuff is grown. But there's so much stuff now. Ooh, we're starting to get lakes over there too, and over there. Oh, that's worrying me a little bit. But how far down are those lakes? That's the question. I mean, it is in a little dip in the land, but it doesn't seem that low. Ay, ay, ay. Should we be moving, like, to up there or something? Maybe that's why you have the foundations, not just so that you can build stuff up on little hills or on little rocks. Maybe you have it so that you can build up actually on, no, because then, but you still need all this stuff. You'll need solar panels and need a place to put your rocket launch pad. I think we're fine where we are, he says nervously. All right. Now, what is this one? Map displays points of interest on the map. But we need a super alloy rod. How the hell? Where? Well, we can't craft that yet for sure. We can craft this one though. T2 GPS satellite. Better geolocation of the mapping screen. Rocket engine, 2 microchips, and a bunch of super alloys. Maybe we send that one up. Oh, let's also collect. I'm sure that's full. Oh, let's go check on our algae spreader, actually. Look at this. This water level is definitely rising, and I think this is, yeah, this is definitely rising with the water. Can I not collect, like, do I collect algae samples from this or something? Like, how does this work? Generates underwater algae, generates biomass. Oh, this is the algae. Oh, we can just collect it. Very cool. I wonder if we will get this planet to a point where we don't need the oxygen. You know, where we can just, like, just breathe. Boy, that would be cool. Let's, what do we got cooking in the biolab over here with this? Algae and water, we can make bacteria sample, which we can make mutagen, but we don't have a DNA manipulator just yet. Explosive powder is actually super easy to make. We can't make methane cartridges yet, but we can make fertilizer. Sulfur and eggplants. Bioplastic. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is we need to make a lot more growing stuff, so we should also have a green... I'd like to make one more on this side too, and make it like a full green area. And by green, I just mean like growing a lot of things. We'd need a lot of food growers and other stuff, because we need more than we have right now. Let's eat the beans. Deposit this in there. And I guess we'll deposit the fertilizer with that too. We should look at building the tier 2 crafter again, because don't want to be going without that. Aluminum, magnesium, silicon. I got one, right? Yeah. You do crafter. Yeah, so in this opening area, we can... Let's just put the crafter right in the center there. We can have some desks around with screens. We can have our information screens. Advanced craft station. Yeah, so nothing else that we can build here just yet. Not just yet. We will build another T2 craft station over here, just so that we have it. And we can put that one next to the door, I think. And actually, yeah, maybe we should make this ladder just so that we have more of that wall space. Maybe we make it like over here. And then when we climb up to, we're facing the front of the biolab here. I like that. Zeolite. Zeolite. We'll find that at some point. I know I said we would keep this little one, I think, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think we're just gonna take everything here. All right, desks. If we put the desk with the screen here, then the big one that we put on the wall, we won't be able to see. Yeah, because it'll be behind screens. If we put another one next to it, we can put it over there, but we can also just put these actually in the center. Why don't we do this? And another one over here. Whichever way you want. They are not in the center. That is okay. Just kidding, it's really not okay. They must be centered. Spin it the wrong way, just for style. And I don't think it can be any closer than that. You know, they seem slightly off, but we're gonna pretend they aren't. Okay, blueprints and energy levels we're gonna put on this side. And then over here we can put mapping and our transmission screen. What else are we missing? I don't think we're missing anything else. Oh yeah, we just also took apart the craft station. Right. Water we can add over there. We do have some iron left, so I think that means more lockers be made. Food, this one could be seeds. Oh, seeds! Take all of that. And food there. Ice and water. Food, what should be next to that? Flowers, maybe? Although that one's totally full. And then we'll need one more that's going to be like fabrics. And stuff. Let's take all of these because these are all food. That's water. And I don't know what the rest of this is. Random. Cool. Yeah. Sulfur. Other. I think for now we can put one that's fabric / miscellaneous. Yeah, we'll put our spacesuits in there. Really, we should be wearing one of these, shouldn't we? Tubio, Compto, Kipto. Let's do this one. It looks pretty classic. Orange and white. And to be honest, for now, we're going to put the rest of this stuff in here because it is definitely all miscellaneous. I don't know what the hell it should be. Let's put the iron in there. This one should be sulfur / ores. So this will just be like miscellaneous other metals and ores and stuff. They're not really ores, it's minerals. But that's a lot more letters to write out than ores. We're gonna have to drop 3 of those so that we can deconstruct. Oh wait, no. No, we'll have an extra locker now with this one. Okay. No, don't do that. Okay, flowers all go in there. This one should be fabric / miscellaneous. This one should be minerals. We'll just put rare on this one. And this one can just be sulfur. So that will be things like the osmium, any super alloys we have, if we find any zeolite or anything. This will be that, but we'll take these. Or maybe we'll leave the fertilizer. I don't know. But there we go. And I think that's it. Now it's just, well, not I think, that's definitely it for all the shelving and everything. Now it's just all of those growing containers and compartments and stuff. I'm sure this has been a thrilling episode to watch. I imagine that I am going to shorten some of this or speed some of this or skip by some of it. But to be honest, it just depends on how I'm feeling when I'm doing the edits. Or, you know, lack thereof for edits. We will see. Okay. So we have that now. Hydration level low. Yeah, it always is for some reason. Ooh. Should we leave this floating? Just a floating communication antenna? No. Let's put it up here. Let's put it up on top of the biolab. Up nice and high. Same thing with the beacon. We'll put this up top as well. Let me up. There we go. Nice. I think we might put, I think I'll put one more on the back here, and then we should put a door on the back as well. We could put one more on the side, and then maybe a door on the side. And we might do one more out here, and then have a door out here. And we should just have the biolab be, the biodome be connected, I think. I don't know why we wouldn't have it be connected. But we'll need a lot more iron and stuff for that. Okay, so we've taken all of that out now. So now we can take that. Now it's just all this food growing stuff. The plant life there. And then our heaters. We can easily replace these over here somewhere. That one can even be a little bit closer there. Perfect. Yeah, we can run those through the center. Hydration level critical. Okay, well, calm down. That was just these guys. 83%. All right. Oh, those things really fill up the inventory. Costs a lot to make these vegetubes. Wait, I was gonna build another one of those. 2 more super alloy and a titanium. Do we have 2 super alloy? We only have 1, but we can make more. Flowers is full, right? Okay, let me just put these down here then for now. Just so that I can craft some super alloy. Let's just make 2. What else do we need? Probably cobalt. Yeah. And now we need all the titanium. There we go. Now this can be our vegetube area. For green space. That's it from those. We need more silicon, magnesium. Oh no, we do need iron for that as well. Damn. Alright, now let's actually get the best flowers that we can for these. Although I guess we have 250 really is pretty darn good. You might be thinking, why not the 300 or 400 ones? Well, although I guess we do have a lot of Tusca. We'll do one of the 400. No, let's do that. Because I want to save those for if I build more of the outdoor ones. The outdoor ones are much bigger, so wait. Let's do this. We can alternate. Then it'll be, you know, pretty. Beautiful. Look at that. Now it's just the food growers. Now these are so close to fully grown. I think we should wait till these ones are fully grown, take them, and then move them over. Which we can do. And then we'll have... Ooh, we can deconstruct that. Do we even need stairs now that we have a jetpack? Like... What? Are they necessary in any way? Actually, let's go check on the ore extractor. Oh, you are totally full. I am glad that I remembered to do that. We should go check in the aluminum one too. Because that one might be also full. Okay, it was full. And full of, yeah, only a bit of aluminum, a lot of other stuff. And that's okay, we need a lot of other stuff. We can mine up a few things on our way over, right? Just the things that are in our path, we might as well. God, and all this time... See, this is what I think is neat about the game. Even just the time that I spend that in other games would be like dead time, you know, like remaking the home, moving the stuff a little bit. In this game, it's not dead time because the whole while, we're still terraforming. The whole time, it's still terraforming. And we're getting closer and closer to... What is it? Is it full lakes? Yeah, to lakes. We're only 41... Oh my god, I'm getting stressed about this. We're only 41% of the way there. So in theory, there'll be more than twice as much water. This is all gonna fill. I really hope we're not gonna fill up here. It's okay. There's still... It's got quite a bit higher to go. I can't even see the water from my jetpack, you know? Just keep telling yourself that, Steven. It's all right. We'll just keep telling ourselves that it's not going to rise up. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. You imagine, I just spent this time transferring everything over, building this new home. And now, well, we got to move it all again because it's going to flood. They don't really have a lot in them, do they? Iron, aluminum, water. We should make a lot more of these. Whew, and just like that, the old one gone. Welcome to the new digs. I think we might put food growing on this side for now. Yeah, I think the biolab and the biodome, they don't actually affect things like the vegetube or the food growers in any way, as far as I can tell. Water and aluminum. I want to build a lot more of these. I think we're gonna need them for a lot of our bio stuff. Oh, but they do take a lot of power though, don't they? Okay, well that's all that we can make of those for now. So we can put that water back and then figure out what we need to build here. Another nuclear reactor. I think we have another uranium rod, don't we? Yeah, let's build a nuclear reactor. So we need 2 more of these. I know that I already have enough iron and a lot of that stuff, but oh, and we do need water. Cool. There we go, powered again. Get some more water from over here, because I'm sure that's full. That thing is awesome for water generation. I love that. Okay, now, Let's eat some beans, drink some water, put that back. Now we have to figure out what we want to plant. Let's go to the bio lab. Where the hell do we get up there? So, mushrooms are to make bioplastic nuggets. Eggplants are for fertilizer. Squash is tier 2 fertilizer. So I think, how many do we have? 7. So maybe 2 mushrooms, 2 eggplants. Maybe 3 eggplants actually. Because I haven't seen the beans or the squash used for much. But I guess we could do 2 squash and then 1 bean. We only have 2 mushrooms, so that's fine. We definitely want 2 eggplants. The squash is used for tier 2 fertilizer, but I haven't seen that needed for anything just yet. I think we'll do 3 eggplants, 1 squash, 1 bean, and we can add more squash or beans later as we build more. Okay, great. All right, so this is the new home. We have built it. We are up there. We have in here this room, which we can expand for a lot more like heating stuff and any other heating or electricity generation or other things that we need to build inside that we don't build outside. On this side, we have our green space. Right now, there's not too many, but we can build a lot more of the vegetubes, I think, and we should build a lot more because we have so many flower seeds. Maybe more of these as well, more of the food growers. We should actually build a door in this somewhere. I said I wanted to build a door on this side. I think right there. And look at that. See, it's just like perfectly up into it. So now we can get out that side. There's plans for further expansions, but we have our storage room down here, everything very neatly organized. This is our main sort of command center. Upstairs is the bio lab, where we can start crafting cool stuff and also see out a little bit. I think at some point we're going to connect the biodome to this current place, but we'll see where and how exactly we want it to connect, if we do. And yeah, now we've got all this open space to build fields of power generation, or maybe just more like grass spreaders and flower spreaders. I think that's what we'll be doing. But we have I've done enough puttering around for this episode, so the rest will have to wait until the next one as we continue on our progress towards lakes and desperately hope that we do not flood. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.